In this episode of It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room, I give a quick review of a game I've been playing recently, and I take a look at some of my vintage Star Wars figures. So, stick around. Hi, my name's Rob, and this is It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room. And in this episode, I'm going to give a quick review of a video game I've been playing recently. And, like I said, we're going to take a look at some of my vintage Star Wars figures. So, let's kick things off with a quick review. Last time we did a quick review of a video game, I actually included footage of me playing it. But I don't feel like I need to this time around. What I've been playing recently on the Nintendo Switch is Minecraft. Now, Minecraft is a very popular game, and at times I feel like I'm probably the oldest newbie in the world because it is a very kid-heavy game. Now, it's been around for a while. I don't really know when it started, but it feels like it's been a decade already. I doubt it's been that long, but maybe close to it. Now, Minecraft, as you know, is a building block kind of game that's gone through a lot of updates and changes as it's gone through its life cycle. Now, on the Nintendo Switch, why I wanted to jump in was my kids like watching video game reviews on YouTube. So I was watching it with them one day and I got hooked watching it because there's a lot more to the game than I ever imagined. Now, I found that there's a couple ways to play it so it keeps it fresh depending on what mood you're in. You could take your time and build. I had fun building a cool house in the side of a mountain and making little passageways, and you could play it that way, or you could just straight out mine and make things. Minecraft, you find these caves around and you just start spelunking, if you will, and you find different materials that you need to make everything from weapons to stuff for your house to, I think later on, maybe even magic items, but I haven't gotten that far yet. And a very cool thing is you can actually adventure out and run into monsters and stuff. Now, one of the first nights after I got it for my birthday, but the first night I was playing it, I made my little house and I put a door on it, and the door had a window. As I was just rummaging around my little shack that I had made, I heard that it was a thunderstorm outside. I heard the crash of lightning and, or the crash of thunder, and saw the strobing of lightning. So I went to look at the door, and sure enough, it was raining outside. And all of a sudden, one of the monsters called a creeper I could see was in the distance. It turned and it looked at me looking through the window and ran at the door. It actually scared the crap out of me. I thought it was pretty creepy how it went down. I guess that's how they got the name Creeper. But from that moment, I was kind of hooked because when the sun goes down, stuff gets real crazy in that game. And there's monsters, zombies, and the creeper things, and these things called Endermen that I don't even know what they are, but they're creepy as hell as they teleport around. But I've just been having a blast with it. And like I said, I don't need to include footage of this game because it's been around for a while. You can find tons of footage online of it. But one of the cool things about the Nintendo Switch version is it comes with a bunch of the updates and packs and skins and stuff included, which is neat because I'm actually playing a crocodile guy, so I look like a lizard man, blocky and all that, but I still think it's pretty cool. And it comes with a Super Mario mashup pack, which has, when you play that game, it's separate. You have to start a new game if you want to try that. You go through the Mushroom Kingdom and a lot of the different, Mario locales, skins of all the Mario characters. It's just super fun. And it's a game that I can play with the kids. Up to 4 players can play it, so we all play it and just have a blast because it's fun. Just as like a side thing, because you can the game does not hold your hand at all. I mean, I have to learn on the fly, and I feel like a complete idiot, which is really weird because my daughter, who just has watched videos on YouTube, is giving me pointers on what to do when she's never even played it before. But anyway, it's a lot of fun, and if you've never tried it, just give it a shot. Like I said, it's fun. There's many different ways you can play it, and many different experiences you can have. So that's just been a super quick review on Minecraft for the Nintendo Switch. Now next, we're going to take a look at a couple of my vintage Star Wars figures, and kind of like the randomness of Fistful of Joes, I'm just going to reach my hand in and we're going to see what we can get. So here we go. Okay, last time I got a couple cool figures, mostly aliens that were chosen from the bag, so let's see what we get this time. As I reach in, and maybe one day I should get a nice box to put these in, we get Twiggy. What up, Buck? Now, not a Star Wars figure, but from the era, so he goes in the bag. Now, these figures, the Buck Rogers figures, let's see what, 1978, so we're around the exact same time frame, but look how much more posable. I mean, much more articulation. Has a rubber band just like a G.I. Joe. But knees, arms, shoulders, head, all articulated. So not to put down Star Wars in its own segment, but these Mego, I think they're Mego, Buck Rogers figures were very well made. So, I mean, they came out a year after the Star Wars figures. Show didn't last that long. Had some neat stuff to it, but really wasn't my cup of tea. But the figures were nice. Butter. So next, oh, I peeked. But anyway, we reach in and we get Chewbacca. Everyone's favorite Wookiee. This is from 1977. So, not much to say. I mean, it's a great figure. Great sculpt for what they did. Of course, I don't have his bowcaster. A lot of the accessories are long gone. But he even has his baby blues. Little fangs. Little muzzle on his bandolier. But a great figure. Stood taller than the rest, which is appropriate. So let's see what else we get. A Jawa. Of course, I think it came originally with at least a blaster, but I don't have that anymore. Of course, it's not a vinyl cape, it's the cloth cape. Of course, he looks very dark, but his little... Let's scooch this down a little bit so you can see the yellow eyes. But what's interesting about these, and you know, I thought it was interesting as a kid, and I still do, but he's molded with, you know, with what cape he would be wearing, but then they put the fabric one on underneath, or over it. So I always found that kind of neat, and I'm a big fan of the Jawas. I love them. Next is now a later release of a Jawa. As you can see the difference here. Great molding. Unfortunately, still no articulation, and it's got a thing that if you shine a light through the top of his head here, his eyes would light up. So that's kind of a neat action feature. His legs are all one solid unit here. But at least he twists at the waist. And it came in a 2-pack. That's always cool. That's always worth the money. And next is... I'll put him back because he's broke. But... TIE Fighter pilot. Now... this figure, very versatile. Because he could work for Cobra, work for... heck, he could even work for G.I. Joe if you want. He could be a deep sea diver. But I never had a TIE Fighter. I had this dude, but never the TIE Fighter. Date on this guy is 1982. So a later release, Return of the Jedi. Great. I mean, I just love it. Great design. Figure pretty good. Good sculpting, but no neck. Very top heavy. I mean, Kenner through and through. The later releases that they made, much better. I mean, I'm sure we'll get to those one day because I have it in the box here. But like I said, this dude could work for any other toy line as a good guy, a bad guy, but got a lot of playability out of him. Anyway, that was just a look at some of my vintage Star Wars figures. So, may the Force be with you. Thanks for watching. This has been My Side of the Laundry Rooms. It came from My Side of the Laundry Room. Sorry, getting redundant there. It's late. Forgive me. But, keep being rad, stay dorky. We'll catch you next time. Peace! Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button for some more awesome videos. We also have a couple here on the side you might be interested in. And until next time, thanks for watching, keep being rad, and stay dorky.